Hi there, this is Jay Fleischman from Legal Practice Pro with a question for you. Just how many people are getting to your website or your blog to ask you a question? And how well are you answering that question? The better you answer the questions that the people who visit your site are asking, the more likely you are to be able to convert those people to clients. It's that simple. The people who answer my questions the most effectively are the people that I am going to be more likely to do business with. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to use Google Analytics to ferret out the people who are asking those questions, and we're going to find out how well it is that we are answering those questions. And we're going to do that real simply using something called the advanced segments in Google Analytics. If you don't know it already, Google Analytics is incredibly powerful. It gives you more information than you could possibly use at any given time. The trick is to be able to know where to find the information that you're looking for. So, in Google Analytics, what we're looking at are statistics from last year for Legal Practice Pro. And we can see the normal ups and downs of the usage of the site and the number of visits, etc., etc. But what I'd really like to be able to do is I'd like to be able to learn who is coming to my site, who is asking a question. And those questions, as anybody who's ever looked at how journalists answer questions are always asked as who, what, when, where, why, and how. So what we want to do is we want to find out how many of my visitors are coming to Legal Practice Pro as of last year. Now, in real life, I do it with current statistics, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we're using last year's statistics. We want to know how many people came to the site asking a question and how well we answer that question. We do that using advanced statistics, advanced segments. So we click here, and it's easy to create what are called custom segments. And a segment is exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to slice and dice the information that Google is collecting in terms of the people who are coming to visit you. So we click New Custom Segment. And here we want to find out the who, what, when, where, why, and how. And we do that by ferreting out the keyword choices that people are using to get to the site. So we click on Traffic Sources. We click on keyword and we drag it over into the dimension or metrics. And we type in who, we click off of that, and then we add or what, because the goal is to find queries that came to our sites from people who entered who, what, when, where, why, or how. So we're going to go through all of that, who, what, when, why, where, why, or how. We're going to name the segment down at the bottom and create the segment. So what we're going to do from there is let's go back into the dashboard because I've already created it before. So we're going to go into the dashboard. We're going to click on here where it shows you what we're going to show you down here in the dashboard. It's as default, it's all visits. I am going to click out of all visits and click onto my aptly named www, etc. H, who, what, when, where, why, how, because that's how I've named it. I'm going to click apply, and what you'll see is all of the information changes from March 4th, 2010 through April 3rd, 2010. You'll see that there were 264 visits and 524 page views from people who came to the site asking the who, what, when, where, why, and how question. Now let's ferret out exactly what those questions were. So we click on Traffic Sources, and we click on Keywords. So we want to find these keywords. Now, if you notice, a lot of these top keywords are dealing with deleting a Facebook page. What happened is in 2010, I created a very popular video post on deleting Facebook pages. So what I want to do is I want to go down to the bottom here. I want to exclude these queries that contain the word Facebook because I don't really care about them. And the number one search term for that month that contained the who, what, when, where, why, and how was how to start a bankruptcy law practice. So what I want to do is I want to copy that. I want to go into Google and I want to enter it into Google. Now, what I want to do is I want to see how well I rank. Now, if you notice, here I come up as number 2. A Better Business Bureau article shows up as number 1, and bankruptcykansas.info shows up as number 4. But I know that because I'm logged into Gmail, I'm logged into Google, I'm getting personalized results. Now, when you're talking about results, remember that when you are logged in, Google is serving you up higher up the results that are yours or are shared by people in your social graph or people that you've already clicked on for one reason or another. So what you want to do is, especially if you're in Chrome, you want to hit Control Command N, which is going to open up a blank called incognito page, or a page that doesn't contain any of your personal information. Well, how to start a bankruptcy practice. And now you see we've got a completely different search result. I mean, the page looks different, it all looks different. But you'll notice that Legal Practice Pro is number 1 and number 2. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy that I'm number 1. And I'm going to continue going through this keyword list until I find a who, what, when, where, why, or how search term that I don't show up as number 1 and hopefully number 1 and 2, if not 1, 2, and 3 for, to dominate the top of those search engine results. And I'm going to look at that post and ask myself whether I've answered that who, what, when, where, why, or how question appropriately, and what I can do to make that post better. Can I edit it? Can I add to it? Can I change things around? Can I make it more informative? Can I maybe put that post, a link to that post on my homepage and drive more traffic to it? Can I link more internal pages to it? Can I create external content that can link back to that page? What can I do to increase the effectiveness and the traffic that that page has? And all of this is done using just nothing more than the advanced segment from Google Analytics to ferret out more ways to get better traffic. For Legal Practice Pro, this has been Jay Fleischman, and I'll see you online.